I have a confession to make. This November, I was planning on, only diving into the collection of movies that I already had and that my roommate had, but I gave in to a cardinal sin. I decided it would be a good time to dive into the Criterion Collection. I gave in. I gave in. It started with 1, and then it became 2, and now we're 9 deep. Look at this fucking abomination of shit that I've picked up. We're gonna talk about it. So, if you've seen my last video, then you already know about me starting a Plex server for me and my roommate. It started with diving through my DVD collection, her DVD collection, and then Blu-rays, and now I've gotten to the point where I hacked my Blu-ray drive and have been ripping 4Ks. And I've pretty much gotten through the entirety of her stuff. There's a few still lingering that I need to grab, like there's a bunch of Scooby-Doo movies and whatnot, and I've gotten through all of my stuff, and I've already been to my parents' house and picked up, let me just show you, picked up a Trader Joe's bag full of DVDs and Blu-rays. And that's just the tip of the iceberg of what I could get to in my mother's collection, and not even my stuff that's still at their house. So I thought it'd be really fun to, add to it. Add to the pile of shit that I still have to get through. And what better way to do that than with this prestigious, expensive, incredible, alluring fucking line of movies, the vinyl records of fucking Blu-ray DVDs. The Criterion Collection. I have been actually obsessing over getting these. It started with wanting to have some David Lynch films, knowing that because I love David Lynch, I want to have them in the highest quality that you could do. And that was the Criterion Collection. Even that being said, this is just a standard Blu-ray and not the 4K one because I'm a cheap little bitch. But also it's Inland Empire, so I think 1080p is totally fine. But you see, the thing is, when I started the Plex server, it was just a fun way of cataloging and archiving all of our stuff. However, it turned into a lot more than that for me, and has kind of put me on this huge creative streak of like, holy shit, I do actually want to make YouTube videos again. And holy shit, I do wish I would have gone to film school. And holy shit, I do love watching movies. And I do love writing and all of this stuff. So now I've been writing YouTube videos left and right, any chance that I get. I started writing short films because I've had a few ideas floating around for the last couple of years. And I'm like, all right, I'm doing this series where I work on projects. I might as well start doing some of these other projects that I have in mind. And then it also has led into me starting to write this movie idea that I've been floating around for the last better of 6 years, basically. So other than just my love for physical media and having a stupid computer project to do, I am fully engrossed in all of this shit now. Anytime that I have time to watch a movie, I'm doing it. If I'm doing the dishes, I'm watching a movie. If I'm at my job as a line cook, prepping food, got an AirPod in, and I'm listening to a movie. Any chance that I have to use this thing, I'm using it. When I'm chilling at home in this bed, I'm going on my Plex server and I'm watching some of the movies that I've cataloged, or TV shows, or whatever the fuck. At this point, I'm 320 something movies deep. I'm just completely obsessed with this. I use this shit more than I use any paid streaming service that I still have right now. Which is the point of it, but this video isn't about, a month into having a Plex server. This video is about a new addiction that I have, and that's fucking buying these stupid movies that are packaged gorgeously and full of cool goodies and booklets and fun shit that makes my brain tingle. I don't know, dude. Okay, this is Shivers by David Cronenberg. It's a standard Blu-ray release, right? I got this for, I think, $7. The brand is Vestron Video Collectors. Okay, this is a standard Blu-ray case, right? Look at this thing. Flimsy, floppy, whatever. Here's the shrouds. The Criterion release. Look at these cases, dude. They're fucking thick ass, big ass, full cover art, no stupid bezels and shit releases. This makes my brain so excited and happy and thrilled. It feels so cool. It's a PlayStation case that's clear and doesn't have the stupid PlayStation logo on it. It's sick as fuck, dude. History of Violence. 2 disc set, right? Why are we not packaging PS5 and PS4 games like this? This is like the coolest setup. Criterion, whatever the fuck you guys are smoking, I want some because this is rad as hell. There's something really attractive about this collection of movies. Whether it's these big cases or one of the slip covers that has, you know, another fucking novel included with it. Like, you see these on a shelf and you're like, holy shit, what the fuck is that? It's like these in the A24 films. Like, it's really cool to see something that, like, you as a consumer care about, packaged and handled with the same level of care that you have for it. This gives me a greater appreciation for these movies over something that's simple and chill like this. Like, don't get me wrong, this has its place. This is great, but like, if Shivers got a Criterion release, guess what? This case, it's gone. You know what I mean? This is just the pinnacle of eye-catching. It's the pinnacle of, wow, this person gives a shit about their films. I sound like a fucking dork right now. And like, the fact that these are packaged so beautifully and lovely and well-crafted and jam full of bonuses and stuff, it got me hooked. And like, I just want to keep owning these. I want a huge collection on my bookshelf of them. I am obsessed. Inland Empire was the first one that I grabbed, right? This thing comes with 2 films from 2007, Lynch 1 and Lynch 2, 2 documentaries just thrown on, you know, for shits and gigs. It also has more things that happened. It's got a whole other fucking Inland Empire movie that makes this shit like 4 hours long. $20, you know, during the Criterion sales, but $20. All of that, plus a 3-hour long incredible film by Lynch. Back to this one. Eraserhead. What does Eraserhead come with? Well, let's start here. A fucking novel. This thing is insane. This shit is heavy. Like, these all have cool little booklets with them, some of them bigger than the others, but like, this by far the most like in-depth one that has come with any of these that I've purchased. But that's not where it ends with Eraserhead. No. It wasn't enough to include this big ass book and the movie. You know what this thing has? Pretty much just an HD re-release of short films by Lynch. It's like shy of 1 film, but it has 6 Men Getting Sick, The Alphabet, The Grandmother, The Amputee version 1, The Amputee version 2, and Premonitions Following an Evil Deed. That's crazy. You know what's really hard to get and super out of print? Short films by David Lynch. You can't just fucking go out and buy it. It's like $100+ if you're just a normal fucking person, especially one in your mid-20s who has a shit job, who didn't go to college. You're probably not going out and buying $100+ DVD of short films that David Lynch did. You know what you can buy? $20 copy of Eraserhead that comes with it on fucking Blu-ray. Shit's so cool, dude. All of that being said, this whole thing is basically just a glorified pickups video where I want to talk about what I bought. And any film bros out there, tell me how I did. Am I a basic bitch or not? I love Lynch though, so probably a little bit, right? So if you couldn't already tell, David Lynch is not the only David that I am obsessed with. The other one is Cronenberg. This dude puts out some cool ass fucking movies and has just tingled, you know? Really fucking struck a chord with me. I love his shit and I want to own like everything he's done alongside David Lynch. There's a few directors where I'm like, I just need everything they've ever done. Criterion is a great way to get a bunch of those Cronenberg movies. And some of them I was like, do I want the Criterion one? I can get a fucking cheapo $5 copy of a Blu-ray from fucking any other weird brand. But again, yeah, Criterion's kind of the way to go. If that's an option, I'm probably gonna swing that way. So, alongside these two, next thing I did was buy some Cronenberg. I didn't get just one, I didn't get just two, I got all fucking three. They have more. They have so many more Cronenbergs, and I'm gonna go in and fucking buy those too. It started with Naked Lunch, and Naked Lunch is one that I haven't watched yet. It looks really cool. My roommate has the book. It's another really fucking weird film where he does a lot of cool practical effects, and I'm a big fan of that. I kind of started getting obsessed with his work with 2022's Crimes of the Future, and like I had seen The Fly back in high school, but I didn't really like have that appreciation for it yet. At the time, it was sort of just like, wow, look at this monster movie where Jeff Goldblum looks fucking gross. That was sort of the thing. So I obviously watched it, thought it was cool, kind of moved on and went along with my life or whatever. Crimes of the Future came out, and I saw that movie 3 times in the theaters. I just could not stop. Like, I was obsessed with being in that world, and it was like the first Blu-ray that I bought for myself to like reintroduce myself into movie collecting. Now I own quite a few Cronenberg movies, and I'm obsessed with all of the ones that I've watched. That being said, I have not watched through all of his catalog yet, and the 3 movies that I grabbed were ones that I hadn't seen previously to this: Naked Lunch, A History of Violence, and The Shrouds. Naked Lunch, I don't know a ton about. I just know that it's going to be cool. Videodrome is also one of my favorite of his works, and for whatever reason, I don't know if I'm right or not, this gives me Videodrome vibes, so that's really exciting to me. When I picked these up, I had been eyeing A History of Violence for a really long time. Hadn't seen it yet, but my boy right here, Vigo, the fucking G, Crimes of the Future boy, I had to dive in. I had to see his other stuff. He's worked with Cronenberg kind of a lot, so I wanted to go and experience more. This was really hard to find. I had been like wanting to order it online. Everywhere I checked was like sold out, or were like 2 months away shipping wise. Like Barnes & Noble was like, yeah, it could ship in like fucking 2 months or some shit. I didn't want to wait that. Also, my local Barnes & Noble kept saying they were out of stock. Lo and behold, I go in to pick up a different thing. I stumble my little way over to the Criterion section, and what do you know? The 4K version of A History of Violence is chilling right there. I mean, I kind of had to grab it. Like, this was just calling to me. And then I went home and immediately watched it, and it kind of rules. This movie's kind of really sick. I like read through some reviews and seen a lot of people like not loving it or whatever, or just talking about how it's kind of dumb or whatever. I don't know, dude. It's pretty sick. Like little mob storyline. If you're into more of a crime thriller, less body horror stuff, this is a great contender for that. Also, this has the coolest cover art of any of these movies, I think. Like, just all of this, and when you watch it in the fucking coffee pot, this is so cool. The background being the fucking little... This is why I like Criterion. Look, the fucking coffee ticket. This shit was rad. Really enjoyed this. Also, it's like a tight 97 minutes or something. 96 minutes. Easy. Okay, The Shrouds. This is his newest film. I still have not watched it. I turned it on a little bit this morning and was like, oh, let me kind of see what the vibe is like. It seems really cool. It seems really interesting. I'm probably going to watch it when I'm done recording this. But this is not a like official Criterion collection. It's a Criterion Premieres, because it came out recently. I think it still counts, and I'm going to still count it. Although, with that, the price on these are actually slightly cheaper. I think these usually retail for like 30. I got this one for 15. Kind of a sweet deal, dude. Criterion movie, 15 bucks. Put me in, coach. So at the same time that I picked up A History of Violence, I went to go and pick up this next film, and it's Altered States by Ken Russell. This is another film that I have not watched yet, and am planning on it. This is one of the 4K ones with the standard Blu-ray or whatever the fuck. This had been recommended to me a lot over the years, though, from various people whose opinion I trust, who kind of get the kind of shit that I like. So I'm really excited to check it out. Apparently it's like this crazy 80s drug fest thing. It looks cool as fuck. A lot of the imagery has been really sick. I'm kind of really digging the cover art, as well as this fucking seven-eyed goat Jesus. This is rad. So, Altered States. For my next two, this is another director deep dive that I want to do. From what I've seen so far, I'm gonna fuck with them a lot. I think I'm gonna say this correctly. If I butcher it, I'm sorry. Two movies by Michael Haneke, Funny Games and The Piano Teacher. Okay, I lied. Funny Games is another movie that I have seen before. This is an incredible film. If you haven't watched it, I would super highly recommend. If you're like fucking with the movies that I got, you know what I mean? Like, if you're into all of this shit, this will probably fit in. I've only ever watched the original, though. This one from, what is it, 1997? Yeah. There's a US remake from, like, 2007 or something. I have not watched that. I cannot speak on that. But it's out there. This was another one that hadn't been on my radar for a long time of wanting to grab, specifically, like, the Criterion version. That cover art is sick as hell. Yeah. Super stoked I got that one too. The Piano Teacher. I had seen a lot of talk about this movie on like film Twitter. I don't know. I had never delved into his other works before, and I figured that this would be a good starting spot for that. Criterion also has another thing of his called the Michael Haneke trilogy, and it's got like 3 movies on that. I don't know what they are off the top of my head, but I think I'm going to pick that up during their next sale, or if I happen to get paid before the sale is over, then I might weasel my way into another grab. I'm really stoked to watch this because it seems like it's going to hit all of those same points that I enjoy. Okay, so for my final film that I picked up during the month of November through Criterion's bullshit, I'm going to preface this. I'm going to throw out a little bit of a warning or whatever. I grabbed this because it was on sale for $12 and features Léa Seydoux, another actor that I'm really into right now, and also wanting to dive through her previous works. Big, huge Death Stranding fan. Crimes of the Future 2022. But I can't recommend that movie enough. It's so cool, dude. So, there's a bit of a controversy surrounding this next film that I did not know until after looking into it a little bit more, after like getting it. I haven't watched it yet, so I'm going to form my own opinion. Maybe I'll make a new video about it later. I don't know. This isn't a promise or anything. I'm just off the top, you know. But the next one is Blue is the Warmest Color.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
This French actress, how do you say it? Léa Seydoux. Léa Seydoux. Yes, a silent.
Léa Seydoux.
Therefore, Seydoux.
Seydoux.
Léa Seydoux.
Léa Seydoux. Okay, if you've made it this far in my glorified pickups video of Criterion Collection shit for the month of November 2025, these are all 9 movies that I got. And I'm really fucking stoked about it. I'm gonna be spending so much time over December just kind of like digging through and watching all of these, and probably watching A History of Violence again because I just can't get enough of Vigo. That guy is my fucking guy, dude. I want to talk about some of these later as I kind of go with this channel. That being said, 9 films right here. I did also order another one, so honorable mention to Eyes Wide Shut's 4K release that came out on the 25th. I had pre-ordered it prior to the release, but there's been some hang-ups on, like, I don't know, printing of those or whatever, so I'm still waiting on my copy to get here. The tracking updated to say that it'll arrive around like December 17th to the 23rd. So fingers crossed we get it soon. My birthday is the 18th though, so it'd be really sick if it showed up on my birthday. That would make me really happy because I would really fucking want to watch that. I feel like I'm gonna watch this back later and be like, wow, I'm the most cringy fucking person. I like wrote out a script, barely used it, kind of just had some highlights essentially. I hope this feels like old school YouTube though. I hope it's not like too over the top. I don't know what I'm saying. It's fucking midnight. I want to go watch a movie. Okay, bye.